What's going on, everybody? It's Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, today was one of, if not the best days the entire group has had this year inside the market. We had a play that absolutely went parabolic on us. It went up about 400%. In this video, I want to talk about exactly what that play was, how it was first recognized, what we heard about it, the exact setup and strategy that we had when it went into trading this play today. I also want to talk about where I see this going in the short term and the long term. So let's get right into it. First off, the play today was DWAC, Digital World Acquisition Corporation. I had first heard about this play at about 7 o'clock Eastern time this morning as it picked up on my scanners, did a little bit of research and found out that Donald Trump's new social media deal was in talks of, this one came out an hour ago, but at the time it was in talks of going public via a SPAC company. Now, if you're new to SPAC companies, basically it is an easier way for a company to go public rather than going a natural IPO route. And when there are rumors about this, and it looks like now there is a definitive agreement as per this article, but when there are rumors about this, the stocks can get run up. These SPACs can get run up. This happened with CCIV back in February as the rumors about Lucid merger went all the way up to a high of about $62, $63. So this one is a play that is going to be Donald Trump's new platform called Truth Social. And he said what he claims is going to stand up to the tyranny of big tech. As many of you know, Trump has been banned from Twitter and Facebook ever since he was no longer the president. And his goal is to create a rival to the liberal media and fight back against the big tech companies. Now, considering a lot of you that are watching my channel are invested in AMC, you know very well how much big tech, big money, big companies, whatever you want to call it, tries to get their own initiative. So I thought this was I think this is a great idea. I don't know exactly how far this is going to go, although I will tell you, I would not put anything past this man. He gets everything accomplished he wants to, in my opinion. But let's talk now all about the play. I heard this one at about, like I said, about 7 o'clock. Didn't really say much as it is a SPAC play, and SPAC plays nowadays, they tend to be a pop and fade. But I saw it kind of go down and it was hanging around that $10 level. Now, the beauty of SPACs is they have a base of about $10. That's your maximum risk. It's not like, you know, an FDA approval on a biotech that pops up from $3 to $13 and it has the capability to go all the way back down to $3, if not lower. These SPAC plays normally hang around that $10 level and it forms a base, and it all has to do with how they are funded behind them. So I knew that $10 was our maximum risk going into it. Now, every single day, I talk about these plays, and I had alerted this one about 9 o'clock this morning. I said SPAC play with Trump connection, similar to GWH last week. That was another ticker that we had that was a SPAC that is linked and backed by Bill Gates. And that one ran, I believe it was over 100%. That was a monster play as well. I said, wait for a rip above 1250. When I had alerted this at 9 o'clock, that's because that was that previous resistance. You want the stock to start moving and get above that previous resistance and break through it with volume and confidence that is going to continue to move higher. You always want to make sure that the play is going to show you it wants to move. I said, this one I will put stops at $12 and let it ride as high as I can with trailing stops or continuously moving my stops up and taking some profit along the way. Meaning if I bought 1,000 shares, as it moves up, you slowly start scaling off. All right, the only way to make money in the stock market is by locking in profit. So GWH was a great run. Let's see if we can get this one to go just like that again. And did it move even higher than GWH. One of the leading things behind it as well is because it's a low float, just under 30 million shares. It's exactly what happened right out of the open. It got above that price point and never hit that $12 and rode all the way up. Now, I will be honest with you. There are individuals in the group, they got out of this on $20. They saw that other break right here, as you can see, hitting some resistance at 20. Once you get a breakthrough of that resistance again, get a solid breakthrough, not a false breakout, but a solid candle through it. Wait for a little bit of a pullback, and then it's going to continue to move higher. That's exactly what happened. They rode this thing all the way up. Now, I'm saying they rode this thing all the way up because I got out of this at $14.89. I sold all my shares at once. I had internet issues very early on, about 20, 30 minutes after the market opened. I was switching over my phone, trying to get this to work on the hotspot. It was very spotty. And I have a rule because I've lost so much money trading from my phone before, or being dumb and making mistakes. I don't like to trade from my phone. So rather than taking the time to set stops on TD Ameritrade or do anything, I immediately just sold out of my position. I was a little bit frustrated. Internet did come back for a little bit throughout the day, but like I said, it was spotty, and I don't want to be in a position where I enter and I get filled a little bit higher and then it yanks. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to continue to talk to everybody in the group and watch this one from the sidelines. It is continuing to go after hours as I am making this video. I literally started this video, 6-7 minutes ago, and it's just continuing to rise higher. Now, let's talk about this play going forward. Just to say, guys, this is still a SPAC. Do I think that this has a tendency to potentially be a multi-runner? Normally, SPACs, it's a pop and fade. It's a 1 day, maybe a day and a half. You get a little bump out of it. Okay, however, this one didn't get back down to that $20 level to where it could give room for that second bounce. This might have a little bit of continuation into it, but inevitably it's still a SPAC play. All right, so go back and look at CCIV. There's a lot of hype into it, a lot of news being built into it around this. It's the same thing. This is a very hot topic, backed by somebody who is, known by pretty much everybody inside the entire world, especially everybody who invests in the stock market. So this might continue its run up a little bit higher. I do not expect this to continue to go. If the merger does come complete and come through, and there can be some, validity to this, and there's monetization, and it's a profitable company, then we can totally relook at it at the end. But for now, let's keep an eye on all of these hot SPACs that could potentially, because like I said, we just had the last one with GWH. So for all of you that caught this, bravo. I hope you wrote it and made more money than I did. And I'll be looking back at this one, be looking out the window, thinking of Xfinity, just, shaking my head a little bit slowly. But guys, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.